No one could have guessed that behind the dazzling lights of the Outlander set, where Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe became symbols of timeless love, there existed a big secret, a truth hidden for nearly a decade. They smiled in front of the camera, held hands on the red carpet, exchanged glances that melted millions of people. However, behind the scenes, their real lives were not as sparkling as everyone thought. And then one fateful day, the truth was suddenly revealed. A shocking truth that shocked the entire crew, fans, and the media. Perfection, or just an illusion. Since the first season, Sam and Caitriona have quickly become the most beloved on-screen couple. The scenes between them seemed to burn with emotion, so natural that the audience believed that there must be something between the two beyond acting. But it was that excessive naturalness that made the crew question. Vivian, one of the veteran members of the directing team, once said, "They still acted like that without a director. Just standing close to each other, their energy changed the whole atmosphere on set." Many people felt that it was a rare harmony. But some others, especially those who had been in the profession for a long time, began to realize something very unusual: silent, never-told arguments. On film, Jamie and Claire are each other's souls. But in real life, Sam and Caitriona are sometimes incredibly opposite. Caitriona is a person who loves order and meticulousness, always reading the script for hours. Sam is flexible, improvising, sometimes changing the rhythm of acting to suit the moment's emotions. These two contrasting styles often create arguments behind the camera. Silent arguments, compressed in discreet glances. Cameraman Michael once revealed, "There was a time when they argued so much that the whole crew had to stop filming. But as soon as the cameras started, they acted perfectly as if nothing had happened." That professionalism was admired by everyone, but also shrouded in mystery. What was really going on between them? Romance rumors and suspicious denials. For years, rumors of a secret relationship between Sam and Caitriona kept appearing. Every time the story got pushed to a climax, they denied it together. But people still didn't believe it. The way they looked at each other in interviews, the way they touched each other naturally, the way Caitriona's smile changed every time Sam was near, no one could deny it. But the truth that the public didn't know was, they didn't deny it because they wanted to hide a secret relationship, but because they wanted to hide a much more painful truth. Secret number 1. The image protection contract. In 2015, as Outlander began to gain popularity, a special clause was added to Sam and Caitriona's contract. It stipulated that they could not publicly discuss any personal issues that might affect their image as an on-screen couple. An insider said, they weren't pretending to be in love. They were pretending to be okay. They both had personal struggles that they couldn't reveal to the public. That's why, during the peak years of Outlander, they always appeared with perfect smiles, a mask built for the millions watching. But the hidden truth soon became too much to bear. Caitriona, the woman caught between two worlds. Few people know that while filming Season 3, Caitriona had to endure constant insomnia. Not because of the pressure of filming, but because of a silent pain that lasted. Her mother was battling a serious illness at that time. She often came to the set with bloodshot eyes, but still worked all day long, from crying scenes to scenes that required extreme emotions. Sam was the first to detect the slightest change. One day, when she saw Caitriona trembling outside the prop box, Sam gently put his coat on her shoulders. "Claire, no, Caitriona, are you okay?" She burst into tears immediately, the first time in many years. But that scene never appeared in the media, because, in the contract, they were not allowed to reveal their weaknesses to the public. A cold truth, but a harsh reality of the entertainment industry. Sam, the man who endured more than the world saw. While Caitriona hid her family pain, Sam was the one who shouldered the mental pressure from the industry he was shining in. He had to build a brand, make movies, participate in global events, train intensely, and maintain an image of a Scottish hero. But few people knew that in Season 4, Sam fell into a state of severe exhaustion. Many nights, he only slept 2 hours, then walked into the studio with a tired look. Sometimes he stood in front of the makeup mirror, looking at himself without recognizing the person in front of him. But when Caitriona walked into the room, he smiled. "We can do it, right?" That sentence saved both of them from their darkest days. They were not in love as rumored. They relied on each other to survive. Secret 2. The letter on set that changed everything. One spring morning in Glasgow, as the crew prepared to shoot a crucial scene, Sam received an unmarked envelope. Inside was a handwritten letter. The opening line stunned him. "Sam, I know everything you're hiding." No one knew who wrote it, but what followed made Sam almost drop the letter. The writer detailed Sam's deteriorating health, his secret doctor visits, even the time he fainted in the gym but tried to hide it from the crew. When the world only sees a shining light, they don't know how deep the darkness is. Sam was stunned. The only person who knew all of this was Caitriona. He returned to the dressing room. Caitriona walked over and touched his shoulder. "Sam, I wrote it." It was the moment the truth was revealed, not to them, but to themselves. The two had crossed the line of being co-stars but could not become more than that. The shocking event, and the decision to change the future. The letter was not a threat. It was a wake-up call. You have to rest. Otherwise, you will collapse in front of the camera, and Outlander will lose you. Sam was stunned. Caitriona continued. "You can't keep pushing yourself. Jamie Fraser is strong, but Sam Heughan is only human." It was the first time they dared to name the truth that they both avoided. They were self-destructing because of their responsibilities to their fans and their huge image. Immediately, Sam decided to pause his side activities, reduce his work schedule. But the decision did not go smoothly. The management, producers, and media put a lot of pressure on him. They said Sam can't be absent at prime time. Some even threatened to cancel his endorsement deals. Caitriona stepped up to defend him. "If he collapses, you'll lose more than any deal." The words sent shockwaves through the air. And then something unexpected happened. The final truth, and why they kept it a secret for years. In a secret internal meeting, the director, producer, and studio representatives finally understood the fatigue of the two main actors. They fought, dedicated, and sacrificed more than the public knew. A member of the crew exclaimed, "We thought they were strong and had no weaknesses, but it turns out they were more fragile than anyone." From that day on, the crew established a new rule. Sam and Caitriona were required to have a day off in the middle of the filming week. The filming schedule was adjusted to avoid continuous heavy scenes. A psychologist was present behind the scenes. And most importantly, no one was allowed to force them to appear perfect anymore. In a brief interview afterward, Sam spoke slowly and thoughtfully. "We're not perfect. We're just trying to survive." Caitriona smiled slightly. And sometimes the truth is more shocking than any lie. Because, collision the lie, Sam and Caitriona were always strong, always happy, always in harmony in front of the camera. Broken heart, the shocking truth. They hid their silent battles, their tears in the dark, and their seemingly broken moments. And that created another truth. Their friendship, though not love, was more beautiful than any story Outlander had ever told.